Hello and welcome to another unboxing from Pushing Cardboard. I'm Grant Lindeberg, and this is another one of these new to me unboxings. This isn't probably a new game. This has probably been re-shrink wrapped. It's a game I bought used at my local game store, and but it says it's unpunched, so it should be a fairly new copy. I don't know much about this game. Other than, have a look at that cover. This is a game that, in many circles, has the reputation of having the worst cover ever in a war game. So that's a subjective matter. You can make up your mind on that. But looks like the artist's name is Edward Morris. Sorry, Edward Morris, if you're listening. That's just kind of the way it goes. But anyway, this is an old Avalon Hill game. So it's your typical Avalon Hill bookcase game. I got it. It says it's unpunched. I got it for $15, so that's not bad. So and that's $15 Canadian. So even better. So let's check out this game and see what it looks like after all these years. This was, I'm sure, published in the 80s. I wonder if it's got a copyright date on it. Well, if it is, it's probably underneath this. 1983. So there you go. 1983. A scenario folder. Matte paper. Wow, those are quite the detailed setup charts and maps. I guess this is a lot of historical notes along with the scenarios. Yeah, that's kind of like it's a scenario folder, but it's also got some detailed historical notes on each of the scenarios. So that's what's going on there. This looks to be the rule book. 32-page rule book. Black and white. Yeah, that's right. We used to have to suffer through black and white rule books back in the day. When they added red and pink, it was a big deal. Multi-column, double column makes it a little easier to read for sure. It looks like there's a lot going on in this game. Maybe just looking at the rule book, maybe call this medium to a little extra. Yeah, that's quite a lot of rules. And there's oh dear. See what it says on the back page there? Cut with scissors and remove. So is that their way of telling me that that there's no player's aid that has these combat charts on them? Well, we'll find out. Let's see, we have some organizational display cards here. French organizational display. Single-sided, of course. Here we have the Army of Bohemia. The Army of Silesia. And our first look at the counters. So these are going to be real old school half-inch counters. Black text on colored stock. Might even be the occasional side nib there. These are so old. single-sided? Well, 1983, we were definitely doing double-sided counters by 1983. That's just that's not an artifact of the time. That's just an artifact of this game. Mounted board, as was fairly standard for Avalon Hill games. I think when Victory Games joined Avalon Hill, they might have had some paper map. I'm not sure. They might have had mounted maps as well. Can't really remember. There weren't a lot of paper maps in the Avalon Hill days. Very small hexes to go with the small counters. You can see it's smaller than that's my index finger. So yeah, very small. But this says it's the eastern section of the map. So the next, I'm not going to be able to put the whole map out at once. This will be the western section. It's quite the fold and display job for this board, but there we go. Let's see. We can zoom back out. You can see the map is very. I mean, I guess it's somewhat plain, but it's not terrible or anything. It looks totally usable. Along this edge here, there's a game turn record with some reinforcements, and there was a similar one way over on the other side, on the eastern side. So it's probably a turn, or not a turn record track, but Allies reinforcement track there too. And then we have a little look. I got myself a Avalon Hill Fall Christmas '82 price list and catalog. That's pretty sweet. Maybe order myself up some sports games or some puzzle sticks. There we go. We've got a the one-piece map configuration in this particular game lends itself to a new type of map board. This latest innovation in strategy maps unfolds in seconds, lies flat, and stays together no matter how frenzied the game becomes. With adjacent hexes always in perfect alignment, strategy players can now stop worrying whether all map sections are in line and concentrate on winning the game. Note, before using this type of map board for the first time, carefully unfold and apply gentle pressure along each fold, bending it back slightly. This will permit the map to lie flat whenever it's opened. Well, that's true. This is a really kind of fold it out and fold it every which way. A lot of the early Avalon Hill maps were maybe just fold one way or two. Like they didn't have as many folds in them. That's for sure. That's a so I guess 1983. That was a map board innovation. Well, that's interesting. This is a giant two maps, and these are the only counters. I guess I better look on the back and see how many counter sheets I'm supposed to have. But we've got French, Russian, Austrian, Prussian, and common. That might be all it's supposed to be. 255 counters, so that just might be it. Well, there you go. That's looks to be all there. That's Napoleon at Bay from Avalon Hill from 1983. So thanks for joining me on the Wayback Machine. Yeah, who knows if I'll get this to the table or not, but that was interesting to have a look at and have another look at that crazy cover. There you go. All right, well, this has been Pushing Cardboard. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.